What's up, guys? Welcome back to the garage. We're back with Olamide, and today we're going to be changing the ignition coils. Let's go over to the table here. We've got two new packages. Right here, we have the ignition coils. So we're going to be taking them apart. This right here is a secret package. Watch out for the next video. So let's get started. Just show them All right, here we have it. First things first, we remove our cover here. If you remember from the last video, second here, it's held on by those 4 clips. And here we have it, guys, our ignition coils. I'm gonna go get my T-Torx and my wrench and get started. I got my E8 torque bit with my drill right there. I decided to use the drill to make it faster. You can use a wrench if you have one. Just to speed up the process. I also speed up the video right here. Each ignition coil is held down by 2 long screws. I'll show you guys when I'm done pulling them out. You're gonna you pull the tags, the electrical tags, connectors right there. It's held in by 2 clips on both sides. You kind of pinch it with both fingers and you pull it away from the ignition coils, and then what I did was I took the screws out first so I could pull out the ignition coils a little easier. Remember, it's held on by 2 screws on both sides. So in total you should have, I have 4, so in total I should have 8. And I go ahead and pull out my ignition coils. You kind of have to wiggle them out. They're usually snug in there, which is what you want. So wiggle them out. Right there I was checking because that's the cylinder where we had oil the last time. I could say that there's no oil this time. So the valve cover gasket job was a success. There was a little oil still in the cylinder. I don't think I got it off from the last time, but it's much better than before. And the car is driving much better than before also. So right now I'm just pulling them all out one by one. My POV camera was kind of at a bad angle there, but I was just checking each hole right there. All right, Brian, with the brand new ignition coils right there. Put the first one in. Let's check it out. You put the socket facing the left side, just like that, so that you can plug your connector back in. I put my screws in, and then I put it all in at once, so it all goes back in at once. And then I'll go ahead and tighten them all down when I'm done. So yeah, right now I'm just going ahead and putting them all in. I probably should have fast forwarded. I like everything on YouTube, bro. I like to show the process because I like to watch the process when I'm watching other people's videos. I take my drill, I drill them back in lightly. I say lightly, but you can see where it's a little. You don't want this to be too tight so you don't mess up your screws. I have my torque wrench right there to torque them down to 10 Newton meters each. And I go back and plug in the electrical connectors. And we're pretty much done after this. Let's make sure they are plugged in. They usually make a click sound when they pop back into place. It's honestly one of the easiest things you can do to your car. If you get a used car, or if you have your car for a couple thousand miles, it's best for performance wise and for your own convenience. Thank you.